OnPassive started out as a vision of a man by the name of Mafare. A man who had extensive knowledge and experience in online marketing. He knew about every tool it would take to be successful online. He is successful, and he has done many things to help people be successful online. What he didn't have was an opportunity to show exactly how much love and compassion he had for people online who were not successful. He had the idea of making his own digital products. These digital products would be different from what was used by users of the internet. He found that most users of the products by companies on the internet were not user-friendly. He did extensive research and found that 97% of users of internet products failed in their attempt to use those products successfully. They needed something simple to use and effective. The companies that had digital products weren't doing their users right. That's who he was up against. In the summer of July 2018, it all started to come together. Mr. Mafare and his family, primarily his wife, decided that they would start their own company. And that they would eventually call that company OnPassive. OnPassive started as a company that would just be a provider of digital tools that other companies made. That did not work out well at all. Mr. Mafare knew that he could not depend on other companies' digital tools because they didn't meet his exacting standards. He also knew that he could not do this mammoth project by himself, so he started to hire people who would help him in getting OnPassive going. He surveyed the tech world and made the decision that he would have operations in India. It is a well-known fact that India has the best resources of talented engineers in the digital technology field. OnPassive operations started in Bangalore, India. So now that he had a building in which to work and he hired the best staff on this planet, he started accepting founders as partners with him and his family. Mr. Mafare wanted to create an elite group of forwarding thinkers who saw his vision and bought into it. Those who became founders were overly excited about this company as small as a mustard seed starting to grow. Mr. Mafare did not have a back office so that he could communicate with the founders. He kept updating the growth of founders with spreadsheets. While this was happening, he saw a need to have a hub that could serve the needs of founders who were coming into OnPassive. In December of 2018, the Go Founders platform was created. This formed the critical part of OnPassive. As more founders were coming into OnPassive, they had a platform that would speed up the process of registering more founders. From 10,000 founders worldwide to May 2019, 27,200 founders worldwide. Incredible growth because the new Go Founders platform was doing its job. Digital internet products were being developed by OnPassive engineers and coders. Mr. Mafare concluded that to get what he needed to help the masses of people online, OnPassive needed to be in control of these digital products, so told the engineers to create a portfolio of digital products for OnPassive, using the technical engineers and coders who he has employed. That is exactly what happened. To satisfy those who were more savvy and advanced internet users, a new concept appeared from the brilliant mind of Mr. Mafare. In the summer of 2019, OnPassive went from a producer of its own digital products, to a total internet solution. A hands-free done-for-you technology for those who were not sure of how to use the digital products. Mr. Mafare and his brilliant technical staff in India have developed the first ecosystem of digital products using artificial intelligence and machine learning ingrained in its total internet solution products. Artificial intelligence and machine have been used by other companies, but not in the way OnPassive is employing them. Quickly patents were placed on these products to make them proprietary. A lot of work was done to get OnPassive going. OnPassive is more than a provider of digital products. OnPassive is a manufacturer of its own portfolio of digital products. They are built to manage any need that a person or company needs to be successful. The growth of OnPassive was so exponential that it outgrew the space in Bangalore, India. OnPassive needed more space and a place to brand itself as having arrived. What better way to get that recognition than to have a space in what is called High-Tech City, found in the state of Telangana, the city Hyderabad aka High-Tech City. OnPassive has a beautiful building to house all its technical and hospitality staffs. This is a huge deal. To be able to have a presence in this space is noteworthy since most of the tech giants are also there in the high-tech city of Hyderabad. OnPassive is a brick-and-mortar business with the legal rights to do business in over 200 countries. The incredible growth of OnPassive didn't happen overnight. Mr. Mafare and the staff have had many growing pains. They have had to battle forces with the intent of not wanting OnPassive to survive. Despite all the opposition, no one or nothing has been able to stop OnPassive. Mr. Mafare could have taken the easy road to launch OnPassive in the summer of 2019, but he knew that would be a formula that would not be successful. OnPassive would have been a run-in-the-mill typical internet provider of digital products. He wanted something better for OnPassive's founders and customers, using its digital products. There is a massive difference between just supplying digital products and providing a total internet solution. Mr. Ash Mafare and the technical staff have mastered the total internet solution, powered by artificial intelligence and machine learning. No other company can make that statement. The growth of OnPassive has been unprecedented and unmatched in the business world. There are founders still on board since the genesis of OnPassive, July 2018. They have been excited and dedicated to Mr. Ash Mafare's vision for OnPassive. Their groups were on spreadsheets, and they were happy and excited. There was no building in India, only a suite in a building in Orlando, Florida, USA, but they were excited. Mr. Mafare did not start OnPassive from his basement or spare room, and they knew that and were excited. The founders knew that Mr. Mafare was very capable of pulling what seemed impossible off. So, they waited. They had been waiting all their adult lives for opportunities like OnPassive, and they were determined to stay the course with Mr. Mafare. They were rewarded with a brand new back office, because of the staggering number of people becoming founders. The founders had outgrown what they had, and that new back office called GoFounders.net would serve their needs. That was in December 2018. There were only 10,000 founders back then, more than enough to manage the volume and needs of the founders. The growth of OnPassive since then has been through to the roof. A new back-office platform was needed now because of the growth of OnPassive. Very soon Mr. Mafare will introduce a new platform to replace the GoFounder platform. OnPassive has, as of October 16, 2021, reached an earth-shattering 1 million founders. That is almost incomprehensible. It is a fact. To manage that kind of volume, Mr. Mafare and his engineers and coders have been building a new platform that will be available in a few days. The name of the platform is called onpassive.net. The Founders platform has been designed to withstand any act to sabotage it or breach it. Absolutely the safest platform in existence. For those founders who found a reason to leave OnPassive, we are sorry for your decision. The founders who never doubted what was happening because they were plugged into private webinars from leaders in OnPassive are to be commended for staying with Mr. Mafare and the journey of OnPassive. We are so close to launching onpassive.net. That will start the process of evaluating the first products that will be done by some founders in OnPassive to make sure that these products are flawless. The timeline for completing a project of this magnitude has been many months, maybe some years by other companies. OnPassive is ahead of schedule. Mr. Ash Mafare, family, and the technical staff in Hyderabad, congratulations. Thank you very much from the bottom of all founders' hearts. Thank you for listening to this recap, a John White and Bill Must production.